Friction. Friction, it is one of the lessons in your 8th class textbook. So now we will see the friction definition. Friction is a force. I already told in my last lesson. Friction, it is in the first lesson I already told. Friction is also one type of force. So friction is a force that comes into play. When it will come, the friction when it will come, when two surfaces come in contact with each other. When two surfaces come in contact with each other, then friction will be happens. For example, if you see this object surface and this object surface is here. So when these two surfaces come and contact each other, then friction will be happens between them. This is surface of pen. This is surface of hand. So when these two surfaces come and contact each other, then friction will come. So frictional force act in the opposite direction of the motion of the opposite. For example, this object, it is moving this side. This object is moving this side, and what I told here, frictional force act in the opposite direction of the object. So this is the object moving like this. So friction will be opposite direction. That means like this. So then only the object will be unstable. If it is not in the opposite direction, then the object will be not in the stable position. So when the object is moving this direction, the friction will be opposite direction of the object. Now we will see what are the factors affecting on friction. First we will see the irregular of a surface. For example, irregular surface. The surface is not smooth. In that condition, how it will be the friction? If we move an object has an irregular or rough surface on another surface which is also irregular, the force of a friction will be high. What happened if the rough surface is there? If irregular surface is there, then what happened to friction? Friction will be high in this case. The movement of the object would be restricted. That means the object, it can't move freely. For example, this is the rough surface. For example, this is the rough surface or irregular surface. So the object, if they want to move, they can't move properly in the rough surface. It was restricted. That is one of the factors affecting on friction. Next one is the regular of a surface. That means or its smoothness. If the surface will be smooth, then what happened? If the surface of either the object are smooth, the force of friction would be less and the object would move easily over the surface. If irregular surface, if rough surface, irregular surface or rough surface, then what happened? The friction will be high. If the surface will be smooth, then what happened? The friction would be less. Then object, it can move easily. Okay. We will see third factor. If two surfaces are pressed hard, what I said in previous factors, if one surface is irregular, then friction will be very high. If the one surface will be smooth, then friction will be less. But if two surfaces are pressed very hardly, then what happened? The force of friction increases between two surfaces. So if two objects pressed very hardly, then what happened? Friction is also increased. If they are pressed hard and hence the movement of the object becomes restricted. That means if two objects pressed very hardly together, then what happened? The object, it can't move anywhere. It will be restricted. Previously we discussed about factors affecting on friction. Now we will see the types of frictions. One is static friction. The frictional force that comes into play until an object starts moving is called static friction. Means when the object starts moving, then static friction will be happens there. Until object starts, then only static friction will be happens. Now we will see another one, sliding friction. Sliding friction comes into play whenever an object moves along the surface of another object. Means for example, this is object, another object, these two are moving along with each other. This is called sliding friction. In this between happens that friction is sliding friction. Means one object is moving along with another object. In that time sliding friction will be happens. Next one is rolling friction. When an object is rolling on a surface, the force of friction which acts upon it is called rolling friction. When an object is rolling on a surface, so rolling like this, rounding. So if any object moving in the ball, like wheels, those are rolling type, moving rolling type. Though in that between the friction is rolling friction. Now we will see another type of friction, that is fluid friction. When an object moves in a fluid, the fluid extracts a fluid friction upon the object. It is also called as a air friction. For example, if you see fishes it is moving in the water. So water is one type of fluid. That water, it creates friction on fish. Another one, boat, it is also moving on the water. Water is one type of fluid. So the water, it creates friction on boat. So this type of frictions we can call fluid frictions. Fluid means not only water. If the objects are moving in the air, those also creates fluid friction. For example, aeroplane, it is going in air. So there we can call the friction, there we can call fluid friction. That only I told here. It is also called as air friction or fluid friction, anything. If the objects are moving in the air, then we can call that friction is air friction. If the objects are moving in the water, then we can call fluid friction. Now we will see the advantages of frictional force. Advantages means uses of this frictional force. First, it allows us to walk on the earth surface. We are walking means because of frictional force, and it allows us to write with a pen on a surface or paper. Now I am writing on this surface means because of frictional force. We are writing on the paper means because of frictional force. It allows us to fix a nail in the wall. Now we are keeping some nails in the walls because of frictional force. It helps to drive any automobiles on the road, buses, cars, lorries, everything. It is moving on the road means because of frictional force. And it helps to construct any buildings. For construction of the buildings, this frictional force is very helpful for us. These are the uses. Not only this, so many uses are there by using frictional force. So many are there, but some I said here. See the disadvantages of frictional force. It creates production of heat because of frictional force. When two surfaces join together, it creates some heat energy. So it creates production of heat. In the case of missions, the production of heat leads to waste of energy. So in the missions, in the industries, if you see the missions while moving time, they release so much heat energy. The complete energy is getting waste. And next, the frictional force leads to decrease in the speed of moving object. If any object is moving very speedily, sometimes it will move slowly because of opposite friction. Because of, for example, now I am going on the bike very speed, but if air is coming very speedily, I can't go very fastly because opposite direction, the air, it is giving friction. so I can't move the bike very speedily. So the frictional force leads to decrease in the speed of moving object. Next, it can leads to noise pollution in certain cases. In some cases, this friction it creates noise pollution also. For example, if you see aeroplanes, so while going on that aeroplanes, it gives more sound because of frictional force created by air. So this frictional force creates noise pollution also. Aircrafts produce loud sound to the resistance of the air. When the aeroplane is moving in the air, because of air, it gives a frictional force. This frictional force creates more sound. These are the disadvantages of frictional force. The friction lesson, we discussed about the definition of friction and what are the factors affecting on the friction and types of the friction, advantages of the friction, disadvantages of the friction. These are the main contents in this lesson. So check once in your textbook. Thank you.